This thing doesn't work very well as a...
It's too slanted.
Yeah. Well, I guess it works if I push it back like that.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. What it do? 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 Swamp Ape is in here. Please keep your cock in its sheath for the duration of the stream. I don't want that red rocket flopping out there, please.
Why ever not?
It's disturbing enough having seen it once.
Disturbing or arousing?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if we were talking about you, we'd be singing a different tune here. But I don't like big floppy horse dog cock hanging off the front end of a dude in a monkey suit. That's just not my bag.
Whatever, dude. You said at the time it was the best part of the movie.
I mean, it was. It was, but that just kind of speaks ill of the movie, doesn't it? Like
I don't think so, dude. Swamp Ape was a masterpiece. You don't know.
Oh. You're watching from the UK. What time is it here? I don't know. Who cares? It's who cares o'clock here. Who gives a shit 30?
It's 4:43.
TJ had to break me out of my fantasy where I don't know what time it is. Thanks. Thanks for being reality, TJ.
You're welcome.
4:43. Congrats on over 100K views on the Hell. I know, dude. It's got legs. It's like it keeps getting bigger and bigger every day. That's cool. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, let's hope the Jurassic Park one is equally successful.
Yep. Got the Jurassic Park video just dropped today. So that's cool. Swamp Ape should upgrade to a bad dragon boner. That would have just it was better as this crudely designed prop red dog dick looking thing than it like a giant dildo.
It was crudely designed, but honestly, compared to most of the effects in the movie, it was like I don't know. There was way more love put into that than there was any other special effect.
It's clear that they knew that that was their big payoff. And, like, you know, the whole budget went to the dick.
It was basically like, all right, we need to show Bigfoot's cock. Let's build a movie around that.
I can respect that. Because it's clearly that's what they were doing. Bigfoot's dick was the payoff in Swamp Ape. So that's, I guess, as good a reason as any to make a movie.
There's probably better reasons.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, it starts to get more brilliant. Because, like, it's simple, right? But people have always subconsciously wondered about Bigfoot's dick.
Yeah.
That is always, like, people who think about Bigfoot have always wondered if they've got, like, a big old dick swinging around as they run around in the woods, or how that works, you know what I mean? And this, like, indulged that little infantile impulse in everybody. You know what I mean? That little secret thing that everybody's always wondered about Bigfoot, and just put it out on the screen for everybody to laugh at. It's pretty brilliant.
Yep.
I don't think it would have worked, you know, if it was some other kind of... you can't... The only other movie I can ever think that's built around the reveal of a dick is Boogie Nights. How they keep fucking Dirk Diggler's dick hidden for the whole movie and then bring it out at the end, you know?
The big reveal.
They just have everybody react to it in the film all the way through. And then at the very end... Bloop. I wonder if Swamp Ape was inspired by Boogie Nights.
Probably. I think that film lineage can be traced, dude.
Ploot. Yeah, that's what I ended up naming the fucking thing. When I was starting this, TJ was like, "You have technical problems or something?" I was like, "No, I just can't. I don't know how to name this stupid thing." So I went with Ploot.
Ploot. As good a name as any.
Yep. Works for me.
Ploot.
You know, plut is like pussy in French Canada.
Plut?
Plut.
Ploot.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
What a gross name for a pussy.
Dude, let's go out and get some plut.
Ugh.
It's like, let's not. Sounds gross.
Sounds like some horrible, like, Norwegian dish that you would never want to try.
You haven't touched your plot.
It's because it's fermented shark ass.
Fermented shark ass.
What the fuck happened to Alien? Maybe. TJ and I were talking about some other franchises that need a what the fucking. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's quite a few to choose from.
I'm trying to find that like kind of like magic thing where the first movie or a couple of movies are good, but then it just degenerates into straight to video shit.
You know what really fits that bill is Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator. Well, none of it's straight to video though.
No.
It's all been theatrically released.
Never quite reached that level of schlock.
See, that's the problem. I want to find that's gone all the way to the depths. Started out with a good movie.
Well, there's Children of the Corn, but you don't like the first one, so...
Yeah.
Maybe you'd like one of the sequels. I don't know.
Maybe.
Have you seen any of the other ones?
No. Children of the Corn is a movie that, like, I've only seen a couple of times. Once when I was a kid and once relatively recently as an adult, and I was just not impressed by it. I was like, oh, this movie's kind of... I mean, it's just boring. I hate to use that.
Behind the rose.
Yeah, I mean, there's some interesting moments. Like, there's that moment where the creepy redhead kid gets up. He's, like, riding around the town, and he's like, we have your woman. You know, like, I don't know.
She still lives.
Yeah.
Outlander.
Tremors, yeah, that's one we talked about.
We did talk about Tremors.
I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet.
Puppet Master, but then we kind of realized that has always been total schlock.
What the fuck happened to Tremors? Yeah, Puppet Master started out as total schlock. Maybe Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead has 3 sequels. Future Cop with Ernest Borgnine. I don't know. Future Cop. What the fuck happened to Star Wars? I mean, I don't know about that. Everybody's kind of the prequels suck has been done to death.
Yeah, I think everyone who needs an explanation as to why has gotten it.
Yeah, I'm looking for those kind of movies that were big for a while that people still remember, but that just fucking fell off the cliff, like Hellraiser. I mean, Hellraiser is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, maybe not so much. It's kind of had a different arc to it, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's all been theatrical. And the last one was successful.
Yeah.
Very successful, actually.
I mean, all of them were. All of them were successful films, so...
But, you know, you can do Pirates.
Brand X. It's simple and plain. Brand X. It's different but the same.
It's funny that was actually more catchy than the fucking song they sang to combat it. Like, hum a fucking note of that. I don't remember what it fucking was.
Yep. What the fuck happened to Brett Keane, dude? I think I've already done that work. I've already done that video.
I was listening to the Manson album, and I started thinking about Brett Keane singing it. The most recent one, and I want to do an entire Heaven Upside Down.
Heaven Upside Down, dude.
Yeah.
See, Brett's not smart enough to know that if he started doing shit like that, he'd probably get a bunch of views. Just start doing the Spooky Max thing, but Brett Keane it.
Oh yeah.
Heaven Upside Down. I love it.
You say God, I say gourd.
Yeah. Oh, God. What's a Ploot? I think a Ploot... I'm just going to figure out what a Ploot is. A Ploot is when you're jerking off and you're really into it, and you release a wet fart.
That's a Ploot.
That's a Ploot.
I thought you were going to say it was a cum booger.
No. No. Wasn't going to go to the cum booger. Nope, it's a Ploot, dude. Because it sounds like poot, so it has to be a fart.
Ploot.
Oh, man, I just fucking plooted, man. Gross.
Good old Ploots.
The stream is a wet fart, yeah. I guess so.
A wet fart while masturbating.
Yeah. a wet fart while jerking off. Come on.
What is it if it's a dry fart? Is it a plut? Or...
A plut? I guess, yeah. A plut is a dry fart. A wet fart's a ploot. It's like the random hard bit in the middle of an explosive diarrhea attack. That's the ploot. The weird, like, you got the liquid.
I like that definition.
Yeah, that's pretty good, too. You got all the fucking diarrhea, and then you've got that weird hard bit, and then more diarrhea. That hard bit is the ploot. I like that.
Yeah, we can't set up a poll.
This show, for me, for the last 2 or 3 of them, has almost immediately degenerated into just talking about disgusting shit. Well, I'm fine with it. I mean, maybe I need that in my life, or maybe that's just where I'm being led by the audience. I always blame the audience for these shows because I rely very heavily on the questions that they ask. So
yeah, it was Gaytalities last time I was here.
Yeah, that was the last time I did this, and there were 2 in a row where we just, like, descended into Gaytalities. Like, I really needed to get that out of me, I guess. It's the most disgusting thing I've jerked it to. And that's a very subjective question. Things that I consider to be disgusting, I don't typically jerk it to.
Yeah, that's true.
Disgust is, like, something that I try and avoid when I'm looking for porn to jerk it to, so... But, you know, the things I do jerk it to that I don't find disgusting, you might find disgusting. Another man's, you know, one man's disgusting is another man's jerk material. So.
It's kind of like the swamp ape dick phenomenon.
Yeah. Like, I'm kind of disgusted by the swamp ape dick, but I'm pretty sure TJ rubbed one out to the swamp ape. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I was alone,
yeah.
I was just like, oh,
he got, like, as soon as we were done filming that, he just left. Which is strange for TJ. He just got up and left and was gone for about 30 minutes.
Oh,
so.
Swamp ape. Oh. Swamp ape, let me polish that red rocket, baby.
We do What the Fuck About Actors, too. That might be an interesting concept. Like, instead of covering franchises, like, cover the careers of actors.
That could be cool. The first candidate I'd nominate is Johnny Depp.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to, like, with a guy like Johnny Depp, there's no way I'd be able to cover, like, in detail every film. I'd have to mention them, I guess.
You'd have to pick, like, 6 or something.
Yeah.
And then maybe glancing.
Fan them out over the fucking... Yeah, I could do a Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to Kevin? Because he's been in some pretty bad shit. And some pretty amazing shit, so...
And some pretty young boys, apparently.
And some pretty young boys, yeah. Holy shit, man. Yeah, that might be kind of fun. Maybe directors as well.
That's true.
I kind of started to do that with Shyamalan in reverse.
Yeah, you never did finish that.
I've got one written that we could film.
Yeah. Shyamalan.
You gonna continue your Shyamalan in reverse here? Yeah. Speak of the devil. Yeah, I've got the next one written, so...
Which one is it? Airbender?
Airbender, yeah.
Damn. That's a terrible one.
Yep.
That might be his worst.
It's the worst one so far, watching them in reverse, and there's some pretty bad ones. But I don't know, dude. Lady in the Water is still to come, and that one is so hard to watch because it's just so ponderously bad. But, yeah, the Last Airbender was horrible.
Yeah, I mean, last I checked, though, Lady in the Water actually had its defenders. Whereas I know there's no one out there defending that Airbender shit. But I don't know if a movie having defenders makes it any better than one that doesn't.
Swamp Ape equals Brett? Nah, he was too active and too cool.
Swamp Ape was a proactive character.
If Swamp Ape, instead of chasing people around and, you know, being the big reveal at the end, if he was just laying on a mattress out in the swamp somewhere, then I'd agree with you. The fact that he's dynamic enough to actually get up and swim around and fight alligators and shit, that's completely removes all the Brett Keane out of him. Brett Keane's most defining attribute is his sloth. Like, that's it. Just the absolute fucking laziness of the man is the core defining attribute of Brett Keane. Everything else is built on top of that. And you watch enough Brett Keane, you'll figure that out. Maybe I'm able to see it because that's probably the defining attribute of me as well.
I don't know if you're quite as bad as Brett.
No, nobody's quite as bad as Brett. That's the beauty of Brett. Is like even a lazy fuck like me can look at Brett and go, Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck is wrong with this world?
At least you're not Brett Keane.
It should be a fucking law of the universe. Like, I wish, if there's anything that I wish that Brett Keane could leave as a legacy, is at least you're not Brett Keane, you know? That's what I hope survives out of all the Brett Keane nonsense. Because it really is true. It really is true. What movie will you guys watch on Cynics versus Cinema next? I don't know. We haven't decided yet. We got to figure that out, though, because I know we're going to do one this week.
Yeah, I think we'll probably end up doing one on Thursday, so I'm not sure yet. We have a lot of movies.
Throw out some fucking
stuff that we can find on YouTube. There's like bad movie playlists on YouTube that we'll probably just continue to draw from.
Yeah, one of you guys sent me on Twitter like a playlist that has 620 movies, and we can't use them all because there's a quality of shit that you have to hit with these. We can't just put on something that's absolutely unwatchable. But we've got to put on something that's almost unwatchable. So we've got to find these almost unwatchable movies that there's enough meat on the bone to at least rip on. And then, you know, like Sharknado, I would never do that even if we could get away with it. Because Sharknado was made with knowledge that it was going to be total shit. There has to be that intent. It's a hard thing to explain.
Yeah, they had to have intended to make a real movie.
They have to be trying to make something good for it to be so bad it's good. And, you know, when you set out like with something like Sharknado where they're just like, yeah, we're going to make total fucking bullshit schlock. Well, I mean, how you rip on that? Look at them, they did what they were trying to do. How lame. Like that, you got to have that criticism. You sent some movies on Facebook. Cool, I'll check those out. Titanic 2. I didn't know there was a Titanic 2.
There's an animated Titanic.
Is there?
There's a couple of them, actually.
How do you do Titanic 2?
I don't know.
It's sunk, like it's over.
Like the boat sunk in the first one and went to the bottom of the fucking ocean. Maybe I guess you do another story on the Titanic.
Titanic 2, Hindenburg.
Big Money Hustlers, yeah. One of those ICP movies might be fun to watch. Depends on whether or not they're available on YouTube. Because they did Big Money Hustlers and Big Money Rustlers. Which is, I think I want to do Rustlers because that's their
Western.
That's the ICP Western, yeah.
Which, yeah.
Big Money Rustlers, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Or we do a double feature, Hustlers and Rustlers, dude. That might be fun. I don't know if both of them are on YouTube or not.
We'll have to check.
Yeah. Cool Cat will get them copyright claimed. Yeah. Cool Cat is a hard one to do. People keep saying The Room. Like, that's not going to work.
Yeah, first of all, we already did it for a DP commentary.
It's almost got to be like an abandoned film. Like, that's what we're looking for. Like
something that no one in their right mind would actually defend the copyright.
Food Fight, Abraxas, you know, those types of fucking movies that are out there that somebody was really trying to make a legitimate film, but it's so shitty that nobody that had anything to do with it wants anything to do with it anymore. Norbit. That was a bad one. Something tells me somebody's still watching After Norbit, though, for whatever reason. Maybe not. Garbage Pail Kids, maybe.
That's notorious. I don't think that's available on YouTube in full. Maybe it is. Because that's pretty wretched.
Xanadu. Dude, I don't want to fucking... I will never again subject myself to Xanadu. I watched Xanadu on VHS tape with my fucking parents when I was a little kid. And I have not seen it since because I remember being so incredibly bored by the film. So fuck Xanadu. It's not happening. You know a movie's bad when it turns me... Like, I remember it being bad as a kid.
Garbage Pail
and I won't watch it.
Full movie is available. Let me see. It looks like they zoomed it in, though.
That sucks. Was Jack Black in Garbage Pail Kids?
I don't think so.
Maybe he was like the template for all their faces or some shit.
What was the name of that playlist?
Free craptastic movies or some shit like that. There's like 621 of these fucking movies on there. A lot of them are by this guy Ron Kuntz, who maybe we should delve into his shit at some point. The cinema of Ron Kuntz. Because he's been making like handheld camcorder full films since like the 90s. He's got a crazy number of movies.
Hospital Massacre.
Hospital Massacre, dude. Monos, yeah. I mean, I know Monos is on YouTube.
I don't even think that one's copywritten.
It's just out there.
This movie looks fucking incredibly bad. Okay, let's see.
What the fuck happened to Batman? That might actually be a pretty good one. It would have a weird arc to it because, you know, it would start out good and then descend into total unwatchable shit and then come back good and descend into kind of mediocre shit again.
Hard Rock Zombies.
Hard Rock Zombies. I have seen The Void, yeah. Kind of Lovecraftian hospital slasher cult kind of shit.
Dude, I think we might have found our next movie.
Yeah? What is it? Zombies?
Hard Rock Zombies.
It's got a lot of music in it.
I don't think anyone's defending the music anymore in the movie. Oh my god, dude.
Does it look good?
Every time I go to a different scene, there's stuff happening. I can say that for it.
Sweet.
Is that zombie trying to fuck that woman?
Oh, this sounds like a winner.
I think this one's at least worth considering.
All right, we'll look at it.
Hard Rock Zombies.
Hard Rock Zombies, dude. Rock hard zombies, yeah. Watch it right meow. No. I think we're going to do that on Thursday. And, of course, we'll go see a new movie on Friday.
I think we might have to skip that this Friday. But
Is there nothing coming out?
I think I'm just going to be on the Peasants on Friday to go ahead and announce some shit as far as changes to the show is going.
Oh, got it.
I was going to do it on Wednesday, but I actually have a big ad for my channel that I need to work on Wednesday.
Got it.
So I don't know.
The Emoji Movie. Yeah, can't do that. Can't do the Emoji Movie. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I just found this fucking anti-drug PSA called A Nightmare on Drug Street.
Oh, God.
A Nightmare on Drug Street. A Nightmare on Drug Street. Dude, Ashley is on the case now. She's modded. No more N-word spam, dude. She's on the case.
Nice. Dude, we could watch Rock and Rule.
Rock and Rule?
You ever heard of that?
No.
It's like a shitty version of heavy metal.
Call it what you want. I believe in miracles. If you think you're going anywhere with, we're concerned.
But it's dog shit.
Basically.
Huh. Well, we'll look at them. We've got 2 to look at. Both of them rock and roll, dude.
Hard Rock Zombies, Rock and Rule. I saw Rock and Rule on like TNT when I was a kid.
Yeah, I somehow missed it.
Hey, Terror Vision is on here.
Terror Vision.
Is that Bull Cash?
No. It is not. Terror Vision. Ashley just banned Jesus. That is sweet. Get out of here, Jesus. You're not wanted. The fuck happened to the Taken movies?
Dude, there's a movie called Blood Harvest from 1987 that apparently stars...
It's Tiny Tim, yeah. Blood Harvest.
I've never heard of it.
It's got titties all up in it, though. I've seen Blood Harvest.
It's on YouTube.
It's weird.
Ow. A lot of these movies got titties. Titties.
Yeah. I mean, if it's on YouTube and it's fun,
whatever.
we might be able to get away with it.
Ow.
But I remember there being quite a few titties in Blood Harvest.
Yeah, we should probably avoid ones that are just drowning in titties.
Yeah.
President Wolfman.
Review Dutch movies? Why?
Review Dutch movies.
I mean, if there's a good one. But we have been looking at a lot of like...
Paul.
What?
Listen to the title of this movie.
Okay.
Kickboxer RoboCop.
That sounds amazing.
What the fuck?
That sounds really, really amazing. Kickboxer RoboCop, dude.
You don't have to worry about a thing.
Where's the kickboxing RoboCop? Is he coming?
Why are people spamming racial slurs? 'Cause it's funny!
Sad report Kickboxer RoboCop doesn't look like it amounts to much.
That's a shame. That's what happens with a lot of these. I'll be scrolling through that list and I'll see an awesome title and I'll be like, awesome, and I'll bring it up and kind of scan through it and everything I land on is just boring conversation about nothing. I'm just like, oh.
The Adventures of Hercules. Looks like softcore porn.
Probably is. What the fuck happened to this planet? That'll be my last video. When I'm ready to retire, I'll do what the fuck happened to this planet. Review Oscar-winning movies that you two think are shit. I mean, there are a few of them, but I don't know, maybe. Why have we devolved into review?
Yeah. Mice or something in the attic.
Oh my god, dude. Kill me now, dude.
So gross.
Just murder me. Will I retire to a desert island? I mean, that's my goal. I don't know if I'll ever get it, but my goal is the compound, you know, it always has been. I want to have just like an island in the middle of nowhere that has everything on it that I personally want, where I don't ever have to deal with a human being that I don't want to. That's, you know, the essence of fucking retirement for me. Well, Amityville Horror is actually a franchise. You saying reboot the review, but it's actually a franchise that I could just do as a what the fuck happened to, because I guess the only thing it's got against it is that I really don't like the first movie. So, but it certainly got enough fucking name recognition.
We could just mention that it worked at the time, because I remember seeing that movie as a kid and being like, whoa, cool.
Oh yeah, like it is one of those movies that's really hampered by the time when it came out. It was way more effective back then than it is now.
We could watch a Mega Man fan film.
Oh, Mega Man?
No, Mega Man. You know, like Capcom's Mega Man. When we walked around, I felt like I was one of them. But I know we're not, and we never will. Has arrived. This is your chance to return to Dr. Light. I don't want to fight you. Nonsense. I'm doing this in the name of good. It's wrong. You're wrong. I'm just trying to restore good in the world.
This sounds pretty good.
Vision of a better tomorrow, and I must help.
How long is it?
It is an hour and 34 minutes.
Wow. Feature length.
This dude's Mega Man costume is pretty badass.
Yeah.
These people literally, I mean, they made a whole fucking movie.
Otto, isn't that the one about the people that... No. There's a movie about that people that keep a zombie as a pet. Fido, yeah. But somebody in the chat was saying Otto. I guess there's a movie called Otto. Do Faces of Death. Yeah, that would go over well on YouTube. A couple of guys watching people commit suicide for 2.5 hours. Yup.
Camp Blood 2.
Oh, shit. Camp Blood 2, dude.
Oh, the Spider-Man movie from the 70s.
Oh, God. Disco Spider-Man, dude.
Wow, everything I go to has this music playing. Where the fuck is Spider-Man in this movie?
That was a thing in the 70s, though. I was young enough in the 80s to see some, like, 70s TV and, like, specials and shit. In the 70s, it really played well to just have that kind of music playing while wacky things happened on the screen.
Yeah.
Or, like, just montages of a city with... It was very common. It doesn't shock me that the Spider-Man is filled with that. I've never seen it, though. I kind of miss those, like, TV serials that they used to have. Alice Through the Looking Glass, that type of shit. Those were kind of cool. They're goofy as fuck, but I don't know, they're kind of cool. Over the top in a good way.
Meat for Satan's Icebox.
Meat for Satan's Icebox?
Yep.
I've seen Rubber. It's not bad enough for what we're talking about.
I kind of dig Rubber.
Yeah.
It was offbeat and kind of fun.
Yeah, dude, the Jabberwocky in Alice Through the Looking Glass was pretty spooky. There's a lot of really kind of like dark, they stuck very close to the, was it Lewis Carroll who did Alice? They stuck pretty close to that original. It's darker than a lot of the interpretations of Alice. I mean, it's still way over the top and gay and musical, but I don't know. A lot of scenes from that stuck with me. Like I remember watching it as a kid, and I've gone back and watched it again as an adult, and like I'll never forget the little cake scene with where she finds the cakes. They did such a good job of making those little cakes look so fucking edible and good. And that's how they're described in the original story. And just the way, I don't know, it's almost like horror for kids, you know, because it's presented as very, very scary to her, which it would be. She just fell down a hole forever and fucking, holy shit, Mr. Naughty Priest. Greetings from North Dakota. Well, thank you, my friend. That's a mighty generous donation. Greetings right back at you. That wasn't even, he didn't even say that was to see my dick. So I guess that was just a freebie. That's amazing. Have I seen the film Series 7, The Contenders? No. It's implied. Review of Highlanders 2.
What the fuck happened to Highlander actually could be good.
Yeah. Because it just goes immediately to shit after the first and never recovers. Didn't I hear that they're like working on a reboot of Highlander?
Maybe.
What did you think of Valerian? I thought it had potential, but bad casting. Okay. I haven't seen it. I don't know. The concept looked kind of interesting, I guess. But I have not seen it.
Indiana Jed and the Search for Infinite Power.
Indiana Jed?
Yeah.
Sweet. Indiana Jed. Indiana Jed. Sounds like there's at least some action going on over there.
There is.
It's always a good thing when the first thing that you land on isn't a boring conversation. Troll 2. I mean, Troll 2 is... We did Troll 2 for DP On Demand recently. Troll 2 is defended as it's not available on YouTube in total. Like I said, abandoned films, man, that's what we're looking for.
Are they fucking up there?
I don't know, dude. They're having a fucking killer time, though. Toxic Avenger, he's gross, but he still gets girls. Ice Pirates, is that on YouTube?
Ninja cheerleaders.
Ooh. Sounds like softcore porn, but whatever. Are you looking forward to Last Jedi? Kinda. I don't know. Look, the first one was not great in the context of a Star Wars movie, but wasn't bad outside of that context. So I'm marginally excited just based on that. And then, like, they seem to be teasing something that's kind of interesting.
Crazy Fat Ethel 2.
I'm hoping it's not just she turns fucking him to the light, you know, and they both beat up Snoke. I'm hoping it's not that. I'm hoping that she goes all the way to the dark side, man. But even if she doesn't, I don't know. I got my fingers crossed. It's a new director, so whatever. We'll see. I really hate Snoke as a fucking villain. I think he fucking sucks. So I've heard a theory where she's going to turn dark and he's going to turn light. See, that would be interesting. I'd like to see that. She turns dark and overpowers him and almost kills him like a true Sith would, right? And he escapes and, you know, realizes that, you know, he's created the undoing of the entire galaxy and he's going to fucking turn to the light, I guess. Whatever. Ice Pirates is on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Paul says right there in his Jurassic Park retrospective that he thinks that it was an idea best done once and left alone.
Yep.
Because, I mean, like, I don't know, the first one already gets away with straining so much credulity that it's like, as it progresses, it's like, okay, like, the decisions have to get dumber and dumber by necessity for this to keep happening, and it just kind of strains.
Right, and it exists in the same world, and nobody's learned from any of these fucking things that have happened in the past, and it just becomes harder and harder to retell that story, and that, I say that in the review too. Jurassic World is basically just a retelling of the first movie. It's the same shit. It's the scientists weren't thinking, and that caused a problem that, you know.
What if we just set the story like 100 years in the future and like the dinosaurs have basically come back in a big way and they're just part of life now, you know? I don't know.
Like the Flintstones, but in the future?
Yeah, you know? Make it like a futuristic Flintstones.
I don't know.
And there's a down on his luck T-Rex police detective who, you know, has got to solve one last case. Actually, I think that's the plot of Theodore Rex with Whoopi Goldberg. So.
Oh, well, fucked then.
Just consider Theodore Rex. That might actually be a good one to watch. That's an awful movie.
Dude, how about we go avant-garde with it and we just do the entire first movie from the perspective of the Raptors?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, just, you know, have your main raptor bitch.
They're the sympathetic, you know, characters in it because they're just trying to escape and trying to hunt and trying to be what they are, you know what I mean? And these fucking humans keep showing up and shocking them and locking them in cages and shit, and they finally get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Jurassic Park Raptors.
There you go.
Just do the first movie from the perspective of, you know, a cast of raptors. I don't know. I don't know if that would work or not.
Dun, 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 dun.
Jurassic Park from the perspective of the sick Triceratops. Yeah.
God damn.
I shouldn't have ate those lilac berries. Oh, God, I knew this was going to happen. Why do I do this to myself? No, I don't think there's enough there. I don't know. It's hard without going crazy like that to think of how you could really do a Jurassic Park movie that I could get into.
Jurassic Park in space.
Oh, God.
There we go. All great franchises eventually end up in space.
Jurassic Park Origins, dude, where we go back to like the 1920s.
Yeah, dude.
The Nazis. Oh, yeah, dude, we just do Jurassic Park versus the Nazis, dude.
There you go.
Why?
John Hammond is commissioned to, they're like, let's send a T-Rex back to Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
Just, dude, keep doing that. Just move everything to the Nazis.
God damn it. Jurassic Park Origins, dude. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I think there's no meat left on the Jurassic Park bone.
I don't think there really was after the first one. I mean, the next two weren't even really Jurassic Park movies. They were Jurassic Island movies where there's a fucking island in the middle of nowhere with fucking dinosaurs on it. That's really there was no park in them.
Yeah, and then when they brought the park back, they changed the title.
Yeah. To Jurassic World. Kind of like Disneyland to Disney World, I guess, to signify that it's bigger and better or whatever. But that movie just suffers from...
Ticket sales are flagging because no one gives a fuck about dinosaurs now.
And then they show you the most incredible shit in the movie. Like that fucking giant, whatever it is, water dinosaur jumping up. Like people show up in droves to see whales jump up out of the water.
Yeah.
And they've got this like fucking 38-ton giant fucking monster coming up out of the water and eating a shark. Like there's no fucking way that they are going to descend into sowing their own fucking demise by creating unstoppable, invisible dinosaurs. It's just dumb. And
you know what we need? We need a dinosaur that's basically just like an unstoppable killing machine that even we can't control.
They do it, but they cloak it behind like, yeah, you wanted exaggerated predator features, so we just put all the best predators on the planet into it. But they made a thing that can fucking cloak. Like... What are you doing? Can't they? Aren't people supposed to be able to see the attraction? Isn't that the point of the attraction? Whatever. It's just dumb, and it seems like they're running with that narrative. Like InGen, the corporation is now basically a bioweapons company, and they're having these scientists build these super unstoppable dinosaurs, and they're going to get loose, and somehow they're going to bring back Claire and fucking dork guy from the Jurassic World, put them on an island with them. I don't... It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm sorry.
Zero sense. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Yeah, I don't think we have pitches for that. I mean, that's why they keep making the same fucking movie.
Yep.
People are stuck on an island with dinosaurs again and again and again and again and again because there's nothing else there.
Pitch Wars Indiana Jones. That's another one I think should have stopped at fucking
3.
Yeah, because there was too much of a gap. I really think it feels like a natural ending point to the series. It's done. I really don't want to do another Indiana Jones movie. I don't want to see another Indiana Jones movie. I don't even want to pitch another one. I don't think it should be. I mean, it'll eventually get to the point once Harrison Ford dies and enough time has passed where fucking Hollywood will reboot it. And you'll just get Indiana Jones. They'll remake the fucking, Raiders of the Lost Ark and shit. They'll call it Raiders of the Lost Ark. Or they'll call it Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark or some shit.
They'll just call it Mr. Jones.
It's just gonna happen. Yeah, Indiana Jones in space, dude.
Dun 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 dun.
These alien relics belong in an alien museum. Their entire culture is centered around these objects. We can't use them for a power source. These aren't batteries. Fuck me, man. No.
No! Might be fun to pitch like a Marvel movie or something, though.
Yeah. I want to pitch like a biopic against you, because I've got a great one already, dude.
Oh, just like a general biopic?
Yeah.
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 Like pick somebody and make a biopic of them.
Yep.
Who would you do?
Jeb, dude.
Oh, that would be good.
I want... Dude, the movie's going to be called Please Clap. I'll pitch you the opening shot. It opens on a pair of tap shoes and frilly little socks. And it pulls back, and there's this awkward little boy dressed, in 1940s, 50s looking kind of garb. And it keeps pulling back, and we see a woman sitting in a chair from behind and she's looking out of a window watching George Sr. play football with George W. And then we realize, that we'll put on the screen Jeb Bush, 11 years old, and he'll stop, and she's still looking out the window, and he'll go, Mom, please clap. Boom! Da, 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 da. The whole movie's going to be about his relationship with his mother and his father, and trying to get their approval in a world where his brother has outdone him on every fucking thing. Anything that he does, his brother does bigger and better.
Mom, I'm the governor of Florida.
Yeah.
It's like...
I want to have a scene where like he's looking in the mirror and it just pulls in and he's like, he's working up the courage to call his dad because his dad hasn't even called him, on the night of the gubernatorial race when he wins. And he's like, Dad, I'm the governor of Florida. Please clap. Please clap.
I love it.
I want it so bad. And it's actually kind of interesting. I did this on Highdeology one night. I kind of just came up with this pitch. And fucking, it was pretty interesting. Like he ended up going to Mexico for a long time and lived down there and tried to start an oil company, but it failed. And meanwhile, fucking George W. Bush was running Arbusto and it was doing real good.
So, like, pretty much, he's always been in his brother's
He's just
shadow.
upstaged all the time. And I just want to, like, take my artistic liberty with that and just make it a story about Jeb being just completely ignored at every stage of his life, no matter what he does.
That's awesome. I love it.
And then, like, the first half will be kind of, leading up to, and then the second half will just be the entire presidential campaign and how it just goes up in fucking absolute flames. The last presidential campaign.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, there's going to be a turtle scene. I mean, all the little memes that he's created, we're going to use. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, it's just ripe for the picking, you know what I mean? And it all fits the narrative and shit, too. There's that scene where he tells his mom that he's doing some interview, and he's like, Mom finally told me today that I'm her favorite son. I'm the favorite of the children. And she goes, You? No. That actually happened. And it's perfect. It just fits everything, dude.
That actually happened. Wow.
Yeah, look it up, dude.
I'm going to.
I swear to God. Mom finally told me today I'm her favorite. It's the best shit, dude. You can't make that shit up.
Jeb Bush, Mom's favorite.
How would it end? It'll end when the campaign ends. You know what I mean? Jeb sitting alone in a room. Maybe we'll start it on his feet. Just like the beginning of the movie. And he's tapping his foot. All nervous.
That's awesome, dude.
And he's all alone. And he's about to go out and give the concession speech. And it just pulls back.
Who are you going to have play Trump?
I don't know, man. See, that's a hard thing. It's like casting this shit. So you got to get the perfect guy for Jeb, too. You got to find somebody.
Who could play Jeb?
Yeah, cut back to him dancing. Or cut to him dancing in front of the... in front of the people. Just do like a surreal ending. Where, eventually he's tap dancing as a grown-ass man in front of all of his dwindling supporters. I love it, dude. It's the best. Jeb is just... He's ripe for the pickings, man.
Yeah, that would be a good one. I'll have to come up with something.
Oh, yeah, scenes from his childhood with George, yeah. George just picking on him all the time. Get out of the way, pussy! We're playing catch!
Poor Jeb.
He just constantly fucked on his whole life. Jebediah, come get some guacamole.
And being the president was like his one ticket to like, Well, now they gotta fucking...
Yeah, they've gotta respect me now. I'll show them all. I'll be the president.
Nope. Not even close.
My slogan's just gonna be Jib.
We need your slogan to be a little more exciting.
No.
Throw an exclamation point at the end. Because remember, the slogan was Jib!
Yeah.
Exclamate, like, God damn, he's exciting. Jib!
Yep. Jorb.
Jorb.
My favorite Nirvana song. Why do people always ask me that? I guess I wear a lot of Nirvana shit. I like Lounge Act.
Gerb.
I hate having to pick favorites of shit.
Yeah, Paul's not a big favorite person. Like, even when he does, like, a list or something, it's always gotta be, like, known that it's not in a particular order.
Yep.
Doesn't like ranking. Doesn't like putting things into a hierarchy. It's really hard with a song, because, I mean, like, even if you got a song you really like, I mean, there's probably times where you're in a different mood and you'd rather listen to something else by the artist.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's always been the problem of I want to give 8 different answers to that question, because I don't really do that. My least favorite Nirvana song, You Know You're Right, probably, mixed after his death and shit. I mean, it's got kind of a nice... it's hard to pick. I don't know. I like Nirvana. I like pretty much everything that they did. When was my last shit? This morning. Thank you for asking. Trump versus Reptilian Hillary and the NWO. Okay, cool. Still got those Nirvana tickets? I do.
I like that song, Blue.
Yeah.
I also like Scentless Apprentice.
Yeah. I could just list off songs from Nirvana.
What was that song he sang for Unplugged where he was like, where do bad folks go when they die?
Oh, that's Lake of Fire. It's a cover of a Meat Puppets song.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard the original.
The Meat Puppets are amazing. I actually got to see them live relatively recently in a tiny little club. I was right up on the stage and shit. I love the Meat Puppets. But Nirvana was really influenced by them. They were like an early kind of acid rock band.
Cool.
Their version of the song is very different. It's way more upbeat and shit.
I like his Man Who Sold the World cover, too.
Yeah, I mean, that whole fucking set, that whole live in New York set was like something out of a dream. I mean, it's just like one brilliant performance after the next, after the next, after the next.
It was definitely the best Unplugged that was ever done.
It made the whole Unplugged thing. I mean, it was the pinnacle of that.
I remember, I forget who it was. They had some rapper come in there to do Unplugged, and he really didn't understand it. There was like a band there, and he's like, okay, but how's my music gonna like be in there? And then they showed him like, we can play your music, and he's like, oh, wow.
Wow.
Like, okay. Like, I get it. Always wanted to see ICP Unplugged.
I do want to go to a gathering, dude.
Gathering of the Juggalos.
Dude, don't you think it would be fucking hilarious?
I said that to you, and you were like, nah, man, that's dumb. And now all of a sudden you fucking saying you want to do it?
What? When did you say it to me and I said it was... I mean, I guess it is kind of dumb, because we would be fucking miserable there.
That's what you told me.
Maybe that's where my brain was at the time.
Yeah, you told me, like, you'd be miserable. I'm like, that's not even the point. I mean,
yeah.
Like, it's just... You're just basically there to look at the Juggalos.
I want to film it, though.
Oh, yeah, you gotta film it.
Like, I just want to go there and get wasted with a bunch of Juggalos.
And like, interview them and shit.
And maybe even tap into my early flirtations with Juggalo-hood.
Yeah, I had that too, so...
You know what I mean?
Like, if they sing some shit off of the fucking first few Joker's cards, I'll be into it.
Yeah.
They start doing some of their newer shit, I probably will be less into it.
Yeah. That it would be fun in that context, but it would be fucking miserable, dude. We'd be out in tents, stinking. There'd be loud shit going on all around us, all hours of the night. Sleep would just be fucking impossible.
Oh yeah.
And if you did get it, you know, have you seen like them lined up at the showers that they have there and shit? They have like these big trailers that they put out there for people to shower in. It's like, I couldn't fucking hang with that shit, dude. I can go a couple of days without showering.
I think we just stay at a nearby hotel and then just go there during the day.
Then we'd end up just sitting in the hotel. It was like, you want to go back over there or deal with all that traffic and all that bullshit, or you want to just sit here?
Yeah, that's true.
We'd have to throw ourselves into it, dude.
Wow.
We'd have to have a camp spot. We'd have to fucking, because how else are you going to get the real flavor of the place, dude?
You're right. Gathering of the Juggalos.
I don't know. It's one of those things that you got to weigh, like, how...
It could be fun, dude.
It could be fun, and it could be awful. It'd probably be both, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be both in different measure. I imagine it'd probably be more awful than fun, but there would definitely be some fun.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, dude. 2 former almost juggalos.
You know, if we just walked a slightly different... Like, if we didn't have that epiphany at the age of, like, 15 or so that, like, oh, this is kind of dumb.
This is lame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You'd probably be pretty safe there. I know fights and shit break out, but everybody seems to be pretty positive and shit.
I mean, I don't tend to be the person that gets in fights because I'm typically just like, okay, I'm just going to walk away. I'm not one of these like, what'd you say to me, bitch?
Yep.
Maybe I'll get drunk enough to be there, though.
Well, if Scotty goes with us, then that's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, Scotty's going to get in a fight with a juggalo.
Which, you know, will just make the movie better.
So whatever. That's on him.
Like, I've had to explain to people keep asking for balls deep, and I don't do balls deep anymore. The balls deep was ruined. I had a moment of clarity about what balls deep had become, and I was like, okay, enough of this.
What even is that?
I used to do like a little series on here where I'd say, okay, let's go balls deep. Only deep philosophical questions will be entertained. And for the first couple of times it worked, and then it just evolved into "Are traps gay?" and like... It was like a signal for all the trolls in the room to just...
Oh, you want to have a real confrontation?
Yeah.
Stupid fuck.
Post like fucking nonsense and shit.
Traps gay. I'm sorry, but the second you've typed that out and like legitimately posted that, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you have nothing better to say than that.
I've got to agree.
I got this stock thing that everyone says. I'm going to say it too. It's like, congratulations, you're a moron.
Yep. You're the bottom of the barrel because you're advertising for something that makes no money. Like, you become a billboard for a meme. Sweet! Just what I always wanted.
Dude.
You have started it. I have.
Traps gay.
Are traps gay?
I said it just after they made fun of people who say it.
So edgy, hating on memes. I mean, whatever. I like memes. I like to indulge in some memes every once in a while. But there's a difference between memes and memeing that people need to get straight. And the bottom of memeing is just like "Are traps gay?" Keck, Pepe, just shit that's been repeated to the point of being absolutely meaningless to the conversation, and then the constant repetition of that. That to me is the distinction. Meaningless, yeah. Be a good name for a book about memes. Meaningless. The rise of meme culture.
The rise and fall.
Leet speak, yeah. That's something like that went by the wayside. And it was the same as memes. It really was, dude. Leet speak. Where everybody was replacing their shit with fucking numbers and different capital letters to represent different things and shit. It was horrible. It was lame. IR cool hacksaw. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And it disappeared. It went away. Now it's a joke. I'm just looking forward to this cycle becoming a joke. When memes are finally completely extracted of all their use. I still remember when YOLO... Yeah, that's kind of the problem with memes. That's why they've hung around for longer than Leet Speak, and probably will continue to hang around. Because they're constantly just shedding all the old shit and making new ones. But it seems like that's slowing down. The memes have started to stagnate.
Yeah, like, because Our Trap's Gay has been around forever.
Yeah.
Like, people were saying that shit like 3 or 4 years ago, and it's like, isn't the point of these memes that they're supposed to, like, go away after they've overstayed their welcome?
Yeah.
But now they don't anymore.
The pond is, yeah, it's not being refreshed by the rains, man. It's stagnating. It's getting gross in there. What's that pin in my hat? It's a movie ticket that says, Admit One Hell, I think. I think that's what it is. I'd have to look at it. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Admit One to Hell. It's my ticket. In case I croak, they know which way to send me.
It's open.
Kevin James.
Fuck.
I don't know, dude. Somebody's building something. That's cool.
What the fuck is going on?
White Guilt Paul hairdo. Is it?
Oh, the damn thing.
Yeah, it's about time to shave the head again. Have TJ fucking clean me up. Anyway, I guess I'm going to call that a show. Thank you guys for chilling, and I will see you next time. Peace.